How you doing? It's just Stipe back again to do another review. Today, I'm going kind of in a different way to what I usually do for my reviews. It's either I've done some type of nootropic, my standard is the Steam Junkie type of pre-workouts, daily drivers, or fat burners. Today, I figured I may as well review some of the protein powders I've tried before. I think often they're even more important to have a better understanding of than the pre-workouts because you can have a average pre-workout and just be like, all right, fuck it, I'll just use it anyways, and you get a bit of energy from it. You can have a standout one and awesome, you get your bang for your buck and you love using it. But even an average pre-workout, you can still use the whole bottle. It doesn't feel like you have to ever throw it away. Whereas if you get a really shit protein powder, you're not going to use it. I mean, I've got a few in my pantry right now that just simply because of the taste, I will not use them. I often like to either do, the protein shake or mix my protein with something else, such as French toast or, oats, etc. Milkshakes. And while the pre-workout, I'm fine with the flavor being shit because you can mix a little bit of Diet Right or just, be a big boy, put your big boy pants on and just handle the flavor. I'm not really going to do that with protein powder because, I mean, really, how much of a difference is the result between, let's just say, the best sourced whey protein isolate or hydrolyzed whey or, whatever the beautiful terminology people want to put on it, compared to, let's just say, like a decent whey concentrate. Like if you did a year study, same person, same genetics, same everything, same eating habits, the only difference was the protein quality. Will there be some difference? Maybe, but it's probably not that much. So for me, flavor actually is probably the most important key. Now, of course, it's highly important that you make sure you get something which is actually correct on the label. And what I mean by that is I remember when I was a lot younger and it was Myofusion by Gaspari Nutrition and a few other brands. Some young kids in a university did like a test to see how actually accurate the protein content was, and the majority of brands were lying like by upwards of 40%. So say you've got 20 grams of protein. Some of them were literally only giving you 12 per scoop. So assuming this is accurate, that is the way we're just going to have to go by. It's hard to really know because there's so many different brands and you can only trust them to a certain extent. The protein that I'll be reviewing today is by Black Magic. It's just called Black Magic Protein and it's got a pretty cool tub. This one's a little bit dirty because probably been in the pantry for a bit, even though with how bad my camera is, you actually can't probably see it. So I've got two different flavors here. I've got the Mocha Mochi or Mochi, I don't know. And then I've got the Black Magic Blueberry Muffin. There's other flavors as well. I think there's another 3 flavors. I've tried 2 of them, and then there's like a limited edition flavor. I've tried the Horchata Vanilla, Cinnamon Vanilla, and I've tried their Peanut Butter one. Now, let's first go through the profile of this protein. So what type of mixture are we getting here? It is whey protein concentrate, micellar casein, whey protein isolate, and egg albumin protein. So obviously, if you know how ingredients list works, the first ingredient is the one which there's the most of. So you're getting the most in terms of whey protein concentrate, then micellar casein, then whey protein isolate, then egg albumin protein. Now, would I prefer if this was whey protein isolate instead of whey protein concentrate in terms of the amount? Probably. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I would. But I do believe that this is a decent quality protein powder. I don't get any stomach irritations from this, any digestive problems, because to be quite frank with you, there is some protein powders out there which, a lot of people love, but if I try them, they just give me a bit of a stomach bug, or not a bug, but stomach pain, and I'm like, that's not worth it for me. I don't need to be having vile diarrhea for 3 hours to ensure I get, an extra gram of muscle gained. But lo and behold, it also does have some other nice things in there, such as MCT powder. That does, to me, I enjoy MCT, it just feels good for the body. So yeah, let's look at what the actual scoop is. It's 135 gram scoop and there's 25 servings per container. This is a pricey protein powder, I will admit. It's like $69. but it's Australian 69, so it's a little bit different for you US folk. And the calories for this is it's 125 calories per serving, so not too bad. Probably in the middle, you'll see some which are upwards of 200, and then you'll see some as low as like 110. This is somewhere in the middle. All right, so you're going to get 1.5 grams of fat per that 125 calories, which is what, 13 and a half, 14 calories of fat. You're going to get 4 grams of carbohydrates, which is fine. That's 16 freaking calories. And then you've got 24 grams of protein, which, I'm not going to do the maths because it can't be fucked, even though it's like 92, I think. Yeah, 92. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you're getting a pretty decent label. It's not like outstanding, but it's good. And if we're really getting nitpicky about 10, 15 calories, I think we're doing ourselves a disservice, because we're not, unless you are a competitor and you're cutting or something, just be real with yourself and put a little bit less sauce on your meal. All right, so now we've got the profile out of the way. Let's talk about the mixability. So I find all the flavors mix pretty damn good. They mix pretty damn good in water. They mix pretty damn good in milk. You'll have no problem with it. Same with soy milk, etc. Now we need to talk about the main component, which is the flavor. So I've had, so many different protein powders. I literally can't even remember how many. That's how many in terms of different brands, different flavors from those brands, etc. And to me, I think Black Magic is one of the standout companies in terms of the way they flavor theirs. The Mocha Mochi, or Mochi, however you want to put it, is like a really, really nice chocolatey coffee flavor. I had a friend tell me that it tastes like, I think it was Japanese coffee that he had. I'm not a big coffee guy, just in general coffee. Like in terms of pre-workouts, yes, but in terms of, I don't really know much, but it has actually quite an outstanding flavor. And especially for somebody who doesn't like anything coffee related all that much, I actually really enjoy this one. I haven't had this one as often, but I mean, it mixes well with everything. And if you mix it with full cream milk, this legitimately tastes like one of those really nice iced coffees with a hint of chocolate. It's just, like you can crave this. That's how good it tastes. With water, it tastes really nice as well. Really smooth. It's a bit creamy as well. And in shakes, I enjoy it as well. Now, the horchata vanilla, also very good. I think that's one of their most popular ones. It's very, very like horchata flavor, like super duper high in that, with a bit of cinnamon hint. And it's just, beautiful. The peanut butter flavor is also really nice, though I do recommend, if you have that one, try it with 1 serving of PB2, which is like that peanut butter powder, and it is literally a peanut butter shake. It's out of this fucking world. But as good as they are, to me, the blueberry muffin flavor is hands down the greatest protein powder flavor I've ever tried. I mean, when you compare pre-workouts, it's tough to pick which one's the best, because there's so many elements to look at, focus, energy, pumps, that rage you need to go in there and get your workout done. With protein powder, it's a little bit more simple. Which one tastes better? And yes, sometimes you're not going to want to have blueberry muffin for 10 days in a row. But overall, to me, this is, I would honestly say this is easily the best protein powder flavor I've ever tried. It's sweet. It's got a bit of like that cake batter on in terms of flavor. It's so smooth, and it literally tastes like a blueberry muffin in water. That's the confusing part. In milk, it's out of this world, like just fucking out of this world. Like you'll think you're drinking a milkshake when you put this in milk. That's how good this shit is. And it's even like, it's amazing in French toast. So I put it with my egg whites, mix it creates like a thicker type of dipping for the French toast, and then bam. Just out of this world. So yeah, that's my review for Black Magic Protein Powder. I've got a bunch of other brands. If anyone has any suggestions for any specific protein brand or anything else for me to review, feel free to tell me. I'm more than happy to get a review out for that. Peace out.